Hey guys, welcome back. Whew. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was thinking maybe I should just post like a one take kind of video just to like keep you guys updated with what's happening. Obviously, I don't have any makeup on and I look kind of weird. And check out my shoes. I just wanted to give you guys like a quick update since I've been all over the shop recently. But I just arrived in Taipei, Taiwan from Bali. So I spent a few days in Bali and I did this silent day, which I will make a whole video about because it was one of the most life-changing experiences I've ever had. And it's called Nyepi. It's a day where everyone on the island in Bali, they turn off all the lights, they meditate, everything's closed, the airport's closed, the roads are closed. Like, even my neighbors got told off for having their lights on by the police. Like, everything is shut down and you're just supposed to go within. It's a beautiful experience and I will make a video talking about what I learned from that day. So I went through a lot when I was in Bali just because of Nyepi. I had a lot of, like, awakenings. And then I honestly was kind of sad to go to Bali. I was kind of sad to leave Bali because I was like, I just got comfortable, like, being here and, like, I'm finding myself and all that stuff. But in reality, like, the whole trip I was so excited to go to Taipei. Like, I haven't been in Taiwan. Actually, I just want to quickly check my teeth because I just ate seaweed. Okay, we're good. But I went to school in Taipei from year 7 all the way until I finished or got kicked out. And a lot of you guys who are subscribed to me actually watch my videos when I was filming in Taipei. So a lot of you guys have now been like reaching out being like, oh my god, you're going to Taipei, like that's where it all started. So thank you guys for showing up, Sunflower fam, OGs, good to see you guys. And yeah, so I was really excited to go back to Taiwan. And if anything, I really wanted to test my sobriety. I really wanted to, like, because this is the place that like kind of broke me, and it kind of not broke me, but like I went through a lot living here, and it wasn't Taiwan, it was me and my family circumstances and like my like school and all that kind of stuff. And so even though like I love Taiwan, it's one of my favorite countries in the whole world, and I would love to raise my kids here as well as I would like to do that in Bali. Like I would love, yeah, anyways, like so much happened to me while I was here where like my first awakenings were here and like all that kind of stuff. And so it did make me very nervous to come here because I knew that you know, that I slipped up a lot with drug abuse and stuff when I was over here. So it really, like, I really had to coach myself before coming here to like stay strong. And then also that like if I do go out clubbing and let's say someone offers me a little bit or whatever, like not to like beat myself up and be like, you're an awful person, like you're let down, like you failed your like flowers, you know, like your sunflowers, you failed them. Like I don't want to like beat myself up for it. So I was like coaching myself a lot before I came here to be like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, stay strong. At the end of the day, you're growing and you're still moving forward kind of thing. But I had to really, like, think about, like, the impacts of the things that I went through here in Taipei and coming back and closing those untied knots and tying them up and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I feel like I'm going to have another awakening being here in being here in Taipei, because like so much has just happened. I left Australia on Monday. It's Friday night now. Well, it's now Saturday morning. It's like fucking 1 a.m. I have so much to share with you guys, and it's such a shame because I'm so bad with like keeping up with editing and like posting and that stuff, which is so shitty because I just want to like shit out and tell everything out to the world, because every time I do, all of you guys are so receptive and so lovely, and you guys make me feel like I'm not alone and that I'm not crazy for having these thoughts. And every time I speak out and reach out, it just validates why I should keep talking, why I shouldn't close myself off from other people, why I shouldn't like isolate myself, hide myself away. Because recently I got this as in the other day, I got this notification from The Pattern. It's like this app about like astrology kind of stuff. And by the way, I'm expecting the housekeeper to come through, so maybe we're gonna end this video and there's not even gonna be a goodbye, you know what I mean? But I got this notification from this app called The Pattern, and it was telling me that like I need to stop being so fixed in my ways and like learn to like integrate myself more in society and like talk to people and like not be so isolated, which is so weird because years and years ago, my curriculum, like what I was supposed to do on this plane, was to learn how to be by myself and love my own company and not need anyone. And you know, like when you know what you bring to the table, you're not afraid to eat alone. It took me years to figure out what I bring to the table, how important I am, how valued I am, how yeah, pretty much. And then once I finally accepted that like my company is the best company, now that I like my company, I never feel alone because I always have myself. And now that I've learned how to be by myself, I've been so isolated. I've been due to trauma, I've been hyper independent, which is also why I tend to isolate myself from other people, because I only depend on myself. No, like I don't depend on anybody, and a lot of people depend on me, and I'm not gonna like go into that, but if you're in my close friend circle, you know how many people depend on me. But like I don't depend on anybody. And then to get this like app notification to be like, by the way, good job that you figured out how to be by yourself, but now your task is to learn how to be with other people and how to travel with other people and how to like live with other people. When in reality, I like my goal in life, the reason why I work, the reason why I do anything in my life is so that I can one day have a piece of land in my fucking mud hut that I built with my hands, in the clothes that I built with my hands, eating the food that I fucking sowed the seeds with my fucking hands, with my dogs, my cats, my chickens, my cricket farm, my worm farm, my ant farm. That's all I want. When I think of my future, I don't see a partner. And I know that sounds sad because in society, we're taught that like, oh, we need a partner to be successful, or that we need to have kids. I will have kids. Doesn't mean that like I plan to like, I like being by myself and I like being around animals, and I don't feel alone in nature, and I don't feel alone with the earth, and I don't feel alone with myself, and I don't feel alone around animals. So I've never really had like a dream that I would be with someone, that I would I will be with someone, I will be with people. I've dated, I love people, I'm a lover, but I just never really like depended that my life would need someone, you know what I mean? So now I have to go through all of this stuff again to be like, okay, now I have to like learn. My curriculum now is to also learn how to like not be so isolated in my ways and open myself up to the world, because yes, I've learned so much being on my own, doing my own thing, traveling by myself. I've been traveling by myself for years and maybe even decades, you know what I mean? And now I'm like, now I need to learn how to bring other people in my life along with me. I don't know, so random. But anyways, now that I'm here in Taipei, I don't know what I'm doing. Now that I'm here in Taipei, just expect for a lot of things to be different with me. I think you might be coming. But yeah, also, I changed my Instagram to Baby Blues. I'll put it in the, actually no, I can't because I'm not fucking editing this, I'm just posting it. It's BABV instead of Y, so it's like V instead of Y, .blues, like BLUES. I'll try to put it in the description or the comments. And I'm just trying to do more music kind of stuff. And then universal.hobo will be my spam account, which is my personal account where all the weird and wacky stuff is. I personally way prefer my spam account because it's a lot more raw. And then Baby Blues, like my old main account, is more like curated and like photo shoots and like music and that kind of stuff. And I'm not very curated, you know what I mean? Anyways, this is the best snack in Taiwan. I was just posting on my story, I was like having a rant about how hard it is to find alkaline water in Australia. And here, alkaline water is so popular. And what I was saying is that like everything we eat is very acidic, so we need to neutralize we're putting acidic shit in our body. I'm sorry, look, this is acidic. And when I drink this, it ain't good. And to like neutralize something that's acidic, you have to have alkaline and it'll neutralize it. So that's why drinking alkaline water is really healthy and it doesn't taste like anything. And that's how I discovered alkaline water was living here in Taiwan. There's just like alkaline water everywhere. And I just wish it was more accessible over in Australia. I went to a vending machine, like a crane machine, and I won 2 prizes, only spending $3. This is one of them. And then also I went to 7-Eleven and I got 2 pairs of contacts. Like I didn't even know they do contacts at 7-Eleven now. Oh my god, this is my resident card. I'll cover like my name and stuff. Taiwan resident card. Yes. Because, oh my god, people do not believe that I went to school here, especially like where I lived in Perth. Like, there was some girls who would like bully me and like, or like say things on the down low. Like even my friends would be like, okay, we get it, you're from Taiwan. Like they wouldn't like believe it. Like they would be like, oh, like you said that you went to school in Taiwan, but then you said that you also grew up in Australia. And I was like, yeah, I grew up in Australia until I was 9 years old. And then I moved to Thailand, then I moved to Malaysia, then I moved to Taiwan. Like, is that hard to believe? Like, do I have to like show my like fucking card every time? And I do get it. It like comes from a place of jealousy, because every person who's like bullied me or accused me of lying by telling, like, I would tell people where I'm from, and then like girls would like accuse me of lying and stuff. And I realized like the girls who would accuse me of lying were the ones who were like never traveled, so it came from a place of like insecurity as well. So I'm just, weirdly enough, it's not like I want to be here to like prove that I'm Taiwanese, or obviously I'm not Taiwanese, but that I have Taiwanese culture in me, because I bow all the time. Like I still bow to this day. It's been 7 years since I've been here, and whenever like someone's like bumps into me or they're like excuse me, I'm like, oh sorry. Like I always go like, ooh. Like I always do a little bow, or if I'm passing by I'm like, and then I also go like this, especially if it's like a like a auntie or something. Like my housekeeper, she's like Chinese, and so whenever I say thank you, I'm always like thank you, like that. And they also do that in Bali as well. They're like thank you, and then same here, they do it like that, and it like comes with the bow. So I also do that. And I did mention on my story today that in Taiwan, when you so it's like 1 2 3 4 5, this is 6, this is 7 8 9. So if you want to say 3, this is 3, but this is 8. Okay, I gotta go.